Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the second news on 14th March newspaper front page dawn. Alarm bells ringing as positivity rate of COVID cases surges. Lahore, students wearing face masks leaving their school on Saturday after the administration announced closing down the institution from March 15 to 28 due to surge in coronavirus cases in the city. Online. So alarm bells ringing as positivity rate of COVID cases surges. Provinces told to ensure SOPs, enforcement, foreign travel, curbs, expanded lockdowns in Punjab, KP, and Islamabad under consideration by Ikram Junaidi. Islamabad, as COVID-19 positivity rate ranges between 5 and 6%, the National Command and Operations Center (NCOC) has asked all federating units to take immediate action to ensure strict implementation of standard operation procedures (SOPs) and moreover further curbs on travel from countries with high prevalence of South African and Brazilian virus strains. Also expanded lockdowns in the federal capital as well as in various cities of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa are under active consideration of the authorities after 46 deaths and 2,338 new cases were reported from across the country in a single day. According to the NCOC, the number of active cases has jumped to 19,764, while in Gujarat, 100% oxygen beds are in use of coronavirus patients. Only a couple of weeks ago, the total number of cases were around 16,000. To review the pandemic situation, a Federal Minister for Planning and Development, Asad Umar, chaired a special session. It was observed during the session that there was a sharp rise in the national positivity, which was around 1% in September 2020 and 2% in January 2021, as it has been hovering between 5% and 6%. The data shared during the meeting showed that the major contributors are Islamabad, several cities of Punjab, a few cities of KP, and Azad Jammu and Kashmir (AJK). All federating units have been asked to take immediate actions for strict implementation of SOPs. Steps taken by Punjab for disease control were appreciated. However, further steps for disease control, including expanded lockdowns in various cities of Punjab, Islamabad, and certain cities of KP, are under consideration, it stated. Spread of new virus strains in country was also discussed. Further curbs on international travel from certain countries with high prevalence of South African and Brazilian virus were considered. Decision will be taken after consultation with all stakeholders. SOP's implementation week will be observed across the country from Sunday. Citizens are requested to once again display good example of social behavior and follow COVID-19 related SOPs for collective good, it stated. Vaccination drive for elderly population is going on since March 10. Senior citizens are encouraged to get themselves vaccinated from designated vaccination centers. Provinces have been asked to ensure smooth contribution of vaccination a drive for healthcare workers and elderly citizens, the statement concluded. And officials of the Ministry, National Health Services (NHS), requesting not to be quoted, said it was obvious that the number of cases would increase after lifting of curbs. On February 24, the NCOC had decided to lift many restrictions and open educational institutions with full strength from March 1, apart from 5 cities. However, because of the decision, cases started increasing rapidly, with no let-up in COVID-19 cases, and the NCOC on March 10 reimposed a number of restrictions that had been enforced in the country prior to February 24. The center announced a two-week spring vacation in educational institutions in March city in 10 cities, whereas Balochistan and Sindh were suggested to limit attendance to 50%. It decided to continue smart lockdowns and micro-smart lockdowns and reinforce 50% work from home policy and time limit of 10 p.m. on all commercial activities with immediate effect. It was decided to close amusement parks at 6 p.m. As the as the incubation period of virus is around 7 days, the official believed that the number of cases would start decreasing in the second half of upcoming week. However, we have lost whatever we had gained during January this year. We will have to work very hard to reach into the same position where we were in January this year. I urge the masses to strictly adhere to SOPs so that the chain of the virus would break and a number of cases again start decreasing. However, people should bring their parents at vaccination centers so that the herd immunity would be created, he said. While replying to a question, the health ministry official said a travel ban could be imposed on countries which had reported to South African and Brazilian virus strains. We can also introduce quarantine policy for those coming from countries having virus strain, but decisions would be made after taking all stakeholders on board, he added. Meanwhile, the NCOC data showed 241 ventilators were occupied across the country, as Lahore 38%, Islamabad 32%, Peshawar 26%, and Multan 21% ventilators were in use of COVID patients. Regarding oxygen beds, the NCOC claimed that all such beds in Gujarat, 42% of beds in Peshawar, 35% in Islamabad, and 29% in Lahore were in use. While the number of active cases was 19, how many? What is this? 19,764 to 202 of the patients were admitted across the country on Saturday. 19,764, 2,202 of the patients were admitted across the country on Saturday. In the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the like and bell button to get the fresh remarks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.